I got you now, minion of Rage.
Who? Hey, what the?
Send my regards to Ra's al Ghul.
Who the hell is Ra's al Ghul?
This is the end of the line for you. Gotham shall never succumb to the hands of Ra's al Ghul. This is the end of Ra's League of Shadows.
Seriously? Who the hell is Ra's al Ghul? I'm just looking for Thanos.
Thanos? That must be code for Ra's. Get him!
Give me a break. Hello and welcome back to the KenOhwee Channel. Today we'll be talking about the famously known assassin who never misses his target turned Ninja of the Night. He used to carry the codename Hawkeye, but in this figure he bears the name of S.H Figuarts RONIN. It is extremely sad to know that there's actually another Hawkeye figure coming out in the S.H Figuarts series, and this character was barely in the movie itself. Probably saw him like a few minutes, and the rest was just Hawkeye being Hawkeye. So it's just another way of Bandai milking us dry, but let's take a closer look and find out if this figure is worthy of standing next to other Avengers figures. Taking a closer look at the face, and there is no way we could tell if this resembles Jeremy Renner's eyes or not, but we can say that it has that piercing stare, the death look, a look all ninjas should have. Other than that, the rest of the figure is sculpted and painted pretty well. The metallic paint that S.H Figuarts just loves to use on their figures works with this one, highlighting all the detail in contrast with his all black attire. That's not to say the black base is flat. There are some details such as creases throughout his suit. The bottom half of the suit is made out of soft plastic, so it allows more room for movement, and his shoulder portion is also soft plastic, but it only allows his arm to move forward that much, and if you want to push it higher than that, you'd have to move his arm outwards, unfortunately. For his hood, you can actually remove the hood piece to allow more room for his head to move or to interchange his head, and I have to advise removing them with caution as they are made out of soft plastic and they are at an angle, so pulling them out with too much force may result in tearing if not too careful. My way of doing it is removing the back and gently pulling it out on an angle instead of straight ahead, and you do have these holes exposed, and sadly they did not provide an accessory where the hood is down, which is a huge missed opportunity for this figure. Doesn't take away the fact that this is still a cool looking ninja figure. Moving towards his articulation, I've removed the hood to showcase the extent of his head movement so he can move around his head that much no problem. Can't look up a whole lot but can look down really far. The usual ball joint. The usual ball jointed arm, which results in the armpit rotation, 360 arms but it goes outwards, no thanks to the suit. Move outwards that far, arm swivel to replace the bicep swivel, bicep flex, elbow rotation for that added movement, wrist twist, and move up and down. Mid and lower ab cuts all together, twist king in the middle and twist king at the bottom. Side to side pivot all together, he can crunch forward about that much but not as much as I would have liked. And he can arch backwards that far. His leg can't be pulled down, so he can do that much of a split, kick up only that far and kick back only that far, even with that soft plastic flap. And for a ninja, these results are pretty disappointing. Knee bend, feet on the ball joint sadly, so twist that much, move up and down, pivot side to side, and ninja toe curlers. For his armory, he comes equipped with face punching hands, face slapping hands, and hands to wield his katana and his sheath, and of course to hold his sheath. Due to the fact the handle itself is narrower on the other end, you can make him hold it either way, and it sorta looks like he's having a dual blade thing going on. Or if you want him to hold it the right way where he's unsheathing his sword, then you'd have to slide it in between his fingers, which looks like he's pinching the sheath, which may or may not look convincing in some angles. The sword itself is beautifully sculpted and painted. You have the engravings on it to make it pop a little bit, although sadly they didn't make this hollow, which I understand as it'll make the accessory more prone to breaking if they did that, but it would have made this sword look a lot cooler and more accurate. The sheath itself has the same amount of detail engraved to it, which is great, and it comes with 3 additional sword sheath accessories. One sword sheath with the peg to be packed to his back. However, I'm not sure if it only happens to my figure, but for me it barely stays in place. The smallest amount of pressure sends the sheath flying, which if you're a ninja, this will be the death of you. It has the sheath where the sword is in, and it can also be packed onto his back, and it shares the same issue in terms of staying in place. And as you saw earlier, you have another sheath without the sword in it, which doesn't have the peg, so you can wield this. Which personally, I'd much rather have one sheath which you can put the sword in and out instead of 3 variants of the sheath, and I would trade 2 of these for 1 Jeremy Renner head, cause that to me is more important. Speaking of interchangeable heads, he comes equipped with eyes looking ahead, and he also comes with eyes looking to the left, because looking left equals deadly, I guess. And here is the S.H Figuarts RONIN, standing next to other figures for scale comparison. So, in summary, as you've seen from the sketch, this figure could easily be just another ninja figure. It could have been mistaken as a member of the League of Shadows, it could be a bad guy, or even the big bad ninja boss if you wanted it to be that, so it carries some diversity having his face concealed. But it does not carry the identity of the hero which we all love, with the exclusion of Jeremy Renner's head. Not to mention a mediocre amount of articulation compared to what this line usually brings, and a few unnecessary accessories certainly makes this package slightly disappointing for me. If only they included that unmasked head, it would have made this package a whole lot more worthy to be called an Avengers figure. That concludes my review of this figure. Do you agree with this review or not? Do let me know your thoughts about the video or the figure or even the character in the comment section down below. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more reviews in the future. And with that all said, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you are having a great week, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Click here for video 1. Click here for video 2. Click here to subscribe. Click it. Thank you for watching. Arigato. Thank you.